show that ass at y'all game. We're talking about T-Zock's moveset. We literally right before we went live, we were talking about characters, and TK was like, "I think you're gonna play T-Zock," and I'm like, "I don't like 360s." And they said, "Does he have a 360?" And right now we're investigating the moveset, and apparently he has one 360. But I think if a character has one 360, the whole game plan revolves around that 360.
And you might be right.
Does he have a 720?
However, I don't think so. Let's go. Yes, he does.
See, I'm
The
not
big
seeing
Griffin.
that, bro. My ass is
The
not
big
spinning.
Griffin. Okay, but like, you don't have to use the big Griffin because you have the quarter circle forward kicks, which is a thing, and then his SPG is another grab that's also quarter circle forward. So I don't know how you even. I've never actually done a 360 on this controller. I think it actually is easier. So I don't know. Whatever. I'm not playing this character, and you probably won't either. Welcome.
I didn't realize there were that many characters in the game, man. Yeah, we can talk about it in a second. Anything to bring up before we get started?
I'm going to Level Up Expo. They had asked us multiple times, do we want to do a recap? I don't know who's going. I know that there's a lot of people going, and that's great. Level Up Expo looks very big this year. So congrats, Level Up Expo. We have leveled up. But I have to still get ready for that. So I'm going to go and, finish doing my hair. I got a haircut, but I got to now do the other process of softening it and packing. And so, yeah, if you guys are trying to catch all your favorite, well, some of your favorite commentators, there we'll be there playing or leveling up in the expo. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure Light will be there. I think he goes every year, right?
Light goes there. Yeah, I think Leo's actually going to show up this time too, and I think Spargo's going. So it's going to be a good tournament. There's a lot of games too, like Fatal Fury's having his first tournament there,
right?
Street Fighter's getting big, Tekken's getting big. There's a lot of people who are like big names that are showing up there. Sherry's coming, Yipe's coming, fucking Tasty Steve, like just a lot of good people showing up. So I think it's just gonna be a great time for fighting games. It's also just a expo, like an actual expo. So if you want to like go there and buy trinkets and whatnot, and you're in Vegas, you should show up. Sure. If you are planning to go, we love taking pictures. So hit us up and we'll take a picture.
Yeah. It's a fun event. I like looking at the sort of seeing how things go every year. But I never know who's going. You're right. It feels like there's not like a whole lot of buzz around it, but like then like the top 8 shows up and it's like super stacked. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about City of the Wolves. Let's get started. I mean, we were just talking about characters. I didn't realize there were 17 characters in the game, which is a lot.
That's a
like
lot.
More than I thought there would be.
That's a 17, and that's off rip. It's 15 plus 2 guest characters, plus the DLC is already announced, and I think the first few are coming like pretty early.
Yeah, they have like Joe and Ken and Chun, right?
Yeah, Joe, Ken, Chun, and I think Andy Bogard.
Crap, I forgot to get water. Let me get some water. You talk. I got my headphones on. I'm still listening.
Yeah. So yeah. So they have those characters coming out. As of right now, I feel like it's in a good state. There's one thing that I don't like, and it's the rev blow system. And the rev blow system, although you can only have it for wherever your rev meter is at, most rev blows in this game are safe, and you can't break through it. Like if you jab a drive impact 3 times, you break through it, right? Or if you hit it twice and then the third hit will break through. There is no protection like that to the rev blow. So if you hit it 2 times, or if you hit it 4 times, like it doesn't matter what move you do, they'll just break through it. It's kind of like the skip neutral button, really, because you'll hit that. Like if you have SPG, you'll hit that, and you'll either hit them and like they'll fly over and they can't roll out of it, or you create enough space and you're like -2, but no one really can punish that. So that's something they need to look into. I'm sure that they've seen enough complaints about it, but everyone seems to be enjoying the game otherwise. It's a little more simple, I think, to understand or how to like the offense of the game, because almost everyone has like one universal same level mechanic of offense where it's like your light medium or your light close light kick will always kind of frame trap into your close heavy punch. So if anybody's pressing buttons, they usually get hit there. There's like little rules like that in the game that kind of apply to like a lot of characters. But there's still archetypes in the game that make them so that they're like not all the same. There's some people who have better fireballs than others. There's some people who have better reach than others. There's grapplers. I think they've covered a pretty good amount of the bases to for a starting 17. I'm excited to see what they do with the characters that are coming out, especially the ones that are crossovers. So, we had Mai within Street Fighter first, and now she's back in her main game, and she's obviously a little different. She doesn't have the fans that charge up. But I want to see what they do with like Ken and with like Chun Li and how they translate to this system of Fatal Fury or the SNK system, and if like they're going to play kind of similar to their Street Fighter counterparts.
Wow, thank you for that. I'm sorry to make you filibuster like that. I had to run all the way upstairs. Bro was filling. Well done, good vamp. I
Hey, bro.
listened to
Hey,
all of that, by the way.
I'm a commentator, bro.
I don't know. I don't know how you do it. That sounded so natural. I was actually listening to all of it, and one of the things that stuck out to me is like, because I've been watching. We were talking before I went live. I've been watching a video on like who you should play, who you should main in this game, like sort of a overview of all the characters. And one thing that I've found is there's so much like you were talking about how like it's okay to like be aggressive in this game and like pushing people back. There's so much stuff that's like plus on block in like an
Yeah,
extreme way. Like offense is huge in this game, which is like cool, right? Like these games are consistently sort of pushing the boundary of that, for better or worse. But I don't know. I'm a little intimidated by it because I don't know when my turn's coming. You know?
yeah, and I think there's ways to get around it. Mostly, it's like rev guard to push yourself pretty far back, and then a wild punish, which is like the punish counter of this game.
Sure.
Because a lot of times people have like set like sequences of pressure where if you don't rev guard and you think you're like out of range now, and then you swing a button, you get punish countered yourself.
Right.
But rev guarding pushes you a little further away, so therefore now you can like, all right, man, I push myself further away. If he's going to just go for his main sequence, I'm probably going to be able to punish it.
Right. Yeah.
Which is really cool. There's definitely layers to the offensive defense. There's actually really big layers to the defense in general. Like you can't just hold back the block and hope for the best. There's the just defense that gives you a little health back if you just defense things. And then there's hyper defense where if you defend and then you hold forward on whatever like the next button is, you get like major advantage. And so it's one of those things that like I think top players will do a better job of learning. I don't know how to hyper defense that well often, but I know that there's a couple characters like the who's the stick guy? Billy.
Yeah.
If you have to kind of learn to hyper defense that unless you're just rushing him down so hard that he never gets a chance to do
Sure.
anything. So but yeah, once people learn how to hyper defense, I think the game will look a lot different too. We'll see though. We'll see. I mean, we're only in the first. The game's not even out yet, actually. It's in early access, so if you pre-ordered it, you have it. But if you are waiting for it to actually come out, yeah, you got a little time, brother. You got a little time. I think it's like one more day, and then we're everyone's fatal furying. So, but for right now, I do hope that it sticks. Like I hope that it sticks as like the I guess fourth big game because right now we have, or I guess third 2D game because in gaming sphere altogether, there's Tekken, which is they're on their way back up because after season 2 release, everybody hated it, and now they're kind of fixing things. There's Street Fighter, which is like it's there. People like it, people don't like it.
There.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. The same complaints are being done, and there hasn't really been anything said about it, but people are kind of getting a little over Drive Rush, per se.
Sure.
What the Tweak is playing Fatal Fury?
Oh, that's an LG thing. Yeah, he's being.
Oh, okay.
No, I did. I was like, wait, is he? I was like, oh yeah, because I'm doing a sponsored thing tomorrow, and they have us on like the whole week. So Void did Monday, Tweak is doing today. I'm doing tomorrow. It's like,
okay.
I definitely want to watch that VOD back though, because he's gonna be. We got to play for 3 hours, and I'm wondering what like. Is he going to be able to fill that 3 hours? Is he going to hate it? I know he played Street Fighter for a while, actually.
Hold on, man. Let me just go look at this VODs real quick, bro. How long was this? The tweak. Oh, but anyway, so you have Tekken, you have Street Fighter, you have Guilty Gear, which is like the biggest anime game right now.
Right.
I know that people are still playing Granblue as well, but Guilty Gear is usually the one that most people gravitate toward. Guilty Gear, Granblue is still good too, though. So don't sleep. And now we have Fatal Fury, which will be like I guess in the place of KOF and could be big and they got that Saudi money. So
Dude,
trying
when
to.
I was
Hey man.
watching WrestleMania, I don't know if you saw it, dude. The middle of the ring at WrestleMania, big Fatal Fury logo, like literally
Oh my
center.
god.
That's like so expensive, bro. Like,
Yeah.
good God, I watched a few clips. They were like, I had it on like the pre-show, just throughout the day while I was doing stuff and chores, and I'm seeing like two wrestlers playing Fatal Fury. They're ass, right? They don't know what they're doing,
Mhm.
but it's like they're paying them to play the game and try it in front of people. It's unbelievable, man. Whatever, like between Mega 64, between Ronaldo, between this, it's like they are full sending this
Yeah.
marketing blitz. Um, that Saudi money is unbelievable, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I look, man. I know people are not really a fan of the Saudi money because the politics and all that. But listen, bro. If the Saudi money come knocking at my door saying, "Hey, we need you to host something here in UAE and we're gonna give you 25K," I'll be over there, bro. I don't care what y'all think, okay? Unless y'all are paying me 25K, I don't want to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, but the overall the game is actually good. It's not like I don't feel like this is like a cash grab. They putting out a product, but
No.
everyone's
It's a good
playing it.
game.
Like the game is actually very good. I just watched Tweak do. He's playing Hotaru, and she has this like the Chun Li stomp,
Uh huh.
where she can like bounce on you, and
Sure.
she says, here I come," and he's just bouncing on this person, laughing about it. So I know what Tweak was getting into. That's funny.
The joy of
Uh,
fighting games. That's fun.
yeah, you find something a dumb button, you're like, you know what, this is actually kind of
This
fun.
is kind of cool. I'm just gonna keep spamming this until somebody beats my ass, and then I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
He was
So
big into Street Fighter V, so I think he'll take to it. Obviously it's a different game, but like he has the instincts, and he's a smart guy. So,
yeah,
definitely have to check that out later. I'm gonna have to keep watching this video about what character I'm gonna play. Um, it's fun to have a new fighting game on the horizon. I do worry about the comparison because always people want to compare stuff between like Mortal Kombat to Mortal Kombat got compared to the other games in a non-favorable way and blah blah blah. And I don't know.
Mortal Kombat just sucks, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Like,
you just did it. You're doing it
all
now.
right,
You're comparing it in a
I'm not
non-favorable way.
not even off comparison. Even if you just the game in
Just
itself, like I
alone.
just like if Mortal Kombat was the only 2D game out right now, I would not play.
The only 2D game? Actually, I kind of feel that. That's kind of okay. All right.
Like it's not like, oh, I could rather play. It's like I'd rather just not play. Like,
What if it was the
maybe I'm
only
a
fighting game, like of any
damn.
sort? I mean, then you might have to make a tough decision, right?
That actually that would when is Injustice 3? That's what I don't know how Injustice did it, to be honest, because when we go back and think about it, Injustice 1 was broken mess.
Right.
But I enjoyed the out of that game, bro.
Oh, dude, it's
Like
nonsense. Yeah.
I've never enjoyed a NRS game outside of Injustice 1. Even Injustice 2, I didn't like it. I was
Right.
like, there's something about Injustice 1 that just captures some magic
Right.
that even though they kind of ruined it when they put in Scorpion, the game was still godlike.
Right.
Like I played Harley Quinn and I played Hawkgirl, had the funnest time of my life. Throwing interactables, doing 50-50 dive kick or
Yeah.
sweeps. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a very silly game for sure. All right, tell me about Rematch really quick. Because that was the next game. Actually, I guess we could get Oblivion out of the way, bro. Oblivion is out. It came out of nowhere. I have nothing to say on it. I've never played an Elder Scrolls game. We just threw it on there
What?
because we need a third topic. I never played Skyrim. I never played any of these. I'm not a RPG guy.
I thought
Never ever.
wait, but you played Red Dead, and I'm not saying that's
I
the same,
love
but
a
that is
Red
an
Dead.
RPG.
Yeah, I love
And you
Red Dead.
you play Far Cry.
Yes.
Okay, so you need a very very action heavy RPG is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't like that wizard warlock stuff. I don't like the orcs and mage. It's not my vibe. Like especially long games because like RPGs don't work for me. So probably like it's not for me, bro. It's not for me.
Skyrim is like and Oblivion probably, but the Elder Scrolls series to me is like the Severance of gaming. Because
Okay.
I think everyone like who likes the game will incessantly talk about it.
Right.
And then I played it and I was like, okay, I can understand where this is like good.
Yep.
But like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
I watched the first episode, or I watched the first season. I'm season 2, episode like 8 right now of
Mm-hmm.
Severance. I watched the first season of Severance. The first 2 episodes meant absolutely nothing to me. I
Right.
was like, this is boring. And then the third episode finally kind of captured me, and I was like, okay, I can sit through this season.
Yeah.
And the season ended on a good note. Second season starts. I think the first 4 episodes were kind of boring, except for
Yeah.
like one scene. And then now I'm kind of like, where is the amazingness that you guys were talking about?
Yeah.
That like it's life changing, and that's how I feel about Oblivion and Skyrim. Like I played Skyrim back when I still worked for the government, so and there was a
Sure.
furlough. I think I had to be like 24 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm off for a week. My friends are always talking about Skyrim. Skyrim is crazy. Damn, it's crazy. Played it. I was bored. And I played a good like 30 hours. I was like, this is I don't really get the appeal. Now, I think a game that does deserve this type of hype is Elden Ring, okay? Because y'all were hyping it up, and I was like, ain't no way this game that good. I loved Elden
No,
Ring,
that
bro.
game's different. But that's just Souls. Like, I think that's the difference is, like... Because I know what you mean. I felt the same way about Severance. Like, I tried to do Severance. I tried to get into it, and I just got bored. I was like, okay, I get something's going on. Something weird is happening. But, like, I don't care to see this through. I got so bored that I just kind of had to tap out.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about the Elder Scrolls, where it's just, like, I don't know what to, like... I just never got the initial appeal. Like, I loved Fallout, but that's like post-apocalyptic, like shooting stuff. That's like a bunch of different
What the baby
stuff,
doing,
so.
bro? What happened?
What do you say?
What the baby doing, bro?
Bro, I know. I hear it too. I think she's throwing a tantrum in the back. Let me go. You can hear that, right? Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
figure
just
out
a little
what's
bit.
going on really quick. Tell me about Rematch. I will be listening. One sec.
Okay.
One sec.
All right, real quick though, before we get off this topic of Oblivion, so I have watched some of the gameplay, and yeah, it's a remaster. So it's basically just we took the same game and we reskinned it, and it plays the same. I think if you're gonna do that now, you have to make remakes with quality of life buffs because I'm not gonna. When did this game come out? Like I'm not gonna be hyped to play a game that came out in like 2011 or something, right? Like Elder Scrolls, Oblivion. Release date. Release date. Let's look it up. 2007. God damn. Yeah, no, I'm not. You couldn't catch me being that hype about playing a game from 2007 in big 2025 with no changes. So, yeah, bro. I'm happy for the people that really enjoy this game and need a nostalgia blast. I hope you have a good time. I will not be joining, but I've definitely seen some videos already, and I'm seeing like some other people are like, "Damn, I don't remember this game being that bad." You don't remember a lot of things, just like I really like Sonic Adventure 2, right? When I go back and play Sonic Adventure 2, some of those levels sucked, but as a kid, I didn't know what good game design was. So, yeah, I mean, like I kind of go back now. I think about like Sonic Unleashed. First time I played it, didn't like it because I didn't like the night stages. Now, when I think about a good day stage or a good Sonic game, I think about Sonic Unleashed day stages, right? All the time. So that's like, don't let the nostalgia trick you into thinking that the game was that great. It was great for its time. You probably don't need to play it again. But if you do really want to play it again, enjoy. Anyway, moving on to a game that came out or that hasn't come out but will be coming out this year. It's Rematch. And if you got a chance to watch me in my stream, you realize that game is fire. So Rematch is made by the guys who made Sifu, Slow Clap Games, and it's a physics-based soccer game. Not like Rocket League though, because you're not in a car and you're not flying all around the stadium. You're actually playing soccer. It's a 5v5 game, and there is it's all of like physics. There's no like hot pass to someone that's next to you. There's no like lock on pass. Everything you do has to be like aimed, right? So
I'm back. My bad, bro. She was
you good, bro?
having a tantrum and wanted dad. Specifically, she wanted me, very cute. She wanted me to help, and I just picked her up, and that was it. She's happy now. She just wanted. So anyway,
Kids,
sorry
bro.
about that. I couldn't tell if you could hear it. I was trying to wait it out but okay. Thank you for telling me. I heard all of that. Rematch is out. I did not get or not out. It was in access, dude. It was on Easter weekend. I didn't get to try it.
Oh yeah, you had to do dad
Easter stuff
for sure.
Find
Yeah.
eggs and stuff, dude. I was kind of sad because like we talked about it on the last show, and I've seen the people who I trust hyping it up, and like I like Sifu. That's a great game, right?
Yeah.
So
That game requires, I think, for sure, you to always be playing with someone though. I think
Oh,
it's it not because everybody sucks, but I just feel like
the
listening
level
to
of
comms
coordination.
in a sports game is very fun. And but if I'm
Oh,
playing by myself, my comms are now, what the is that guy doing? Like that's
yeah.
pass the ball, bro. But normally, like when you're playing with like me and Balvin played a lot, and normally like you could already see the setup. Like he'd just like it's off the wall, and like so I'd already be way up there, and then be ready to like
You
bounce it
get
back in.
coordinated. Yeah.
Yeah, you get coordinated, and I think people like hearing that, and I also think it's cool to see a coordinated play go through when it goes through.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but it was also funny too because we had a we had a friend who joined us a little later. It was JoJo,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, he's like, yeah, man, they call me the Cuban wall when I'm in the goal, and he was getting scored on, and so. Well, every time he got scored on, you could just hear me and Balvin just be like,
Just
Oh, I mean,
lighting that
hey, it
dude
was a
up.
hard shot. It was a hard shot.
There's no way around it, bro. There's no way around it.
So that was always funny, but it's just like, yeah, it's a good game. It's a fun game. I do hope that it like sticks. I just don't know how these type of games stick because again, every time
Right.
I've ever loved an arcade sports game, there's nothing else to do. And people ask like, well, how did Rocket League stick? And I think Rocket League was the first of its kind, really. Like, I mean,
Right.
the only other game that's preceded Rocket League was the Rocket League successor. So, or
Yeah.
like predecessor. Um,
Honestly,
so
I don't even know how Rocket League did it because, like, when I look at it, I can make the same excuses as I make for other games where it's like, obviously, it's compelling to look at, where you just see it and you're like, oh, this is cool. It's just soccer with cars. But, like, it's not. Like, people say that it's easy to get into, and that is true to just drive around. But I also think that, like, a lot of these games are easy to get into. You could play the soccer game and hit one button to pass and one button to kick and one button to boost, right? That's not that hard. But the problem is, like, when you do the big stuff, flying in the air, driving on the ceiling, like stuff like that, it's like it's harder, and maybe it's just a better progression, like a gradual sort of incline that you're encouraged to do, but also it's not so intimidating. Like maybe that's what it is, because like I don't know. I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know what makes stuff stick. I don't even think there is like a magic formula. I think it's luck. But I'm the same as you, man. I just wish a new game was, I don't know.
I think Rocket League captured that like I hate to say this because I never want to give Melee people the props, but that like feeling of unending
Progression.
improvement.
Yeah, of
Yes, I think that's what Rocket League does,
course.
and I don't know if this game has that same
Ah,
level of unending progression. I think there's
okay.
definitely a good level of progression, and there's cool things, and there'll always be cool plays, especially if you're able to like
Sure.
they say play as a team, but if you're able to finesse like four people with one flick and then score, that's going to be insane. That's going to be a dopamine hit every time, right?
Yeah.
But there's like levels of Rocket League where you start hitting the ball consistently, and then you start flying consistently, and then you start doing like air flicks and stuff consistently, and then
Crashing
yeah, like
people during good moments and
yeah, 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 and like making sure like making calculated reads on like ball challenges and stuff.
Right.
All that happens, and you continuously just keep getting better and better as you play Rocket League. And I just don't know if that like this game has the same cap. But
Sure.
what I will say is for the first like 10 to 15 hours I played, I am still enjoying it just like and I'm still getting better too. Like
Yeah.
one of my viewers, they saw my first stream and then they saw like the little clip stuff I put out. Like I was like, this game is fire, and I put those 3 clips out. And he
Hmm.
was like, you got exponentially better within like 10 hours. And I was like, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, like just I needed to understand the game, and now I understand the game, and now I understand it now.
Yeah. It looks very impressive. It looks like a great game.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I want something to stick. I want something to work. Um, I and I agree with you. I think it's like the car soccer game only has how many buttons? It's like boost, drive,
Boost,
fly.
drive, jump, um, and your sticks move your car, but it's like
Right.
on 2 different axes. And then a lot of people have a spin button that's mapped, and I never really understood that. Like that's why I know like I'm not that level yet. Like I'm pretty good at flying and I'm pretty good at hitting the ball up there, but like I
Right.
never hit all the spinning while I'm flying and
Yeah.
all that to like really get up there. Like I don't know what it does, but it looks
Isn't
cool
is
and
it
they
like a
and they look
macro
better.
to do a front flip? Because I know front flips like make you further. or like is it? Because
The
everybody
macro
front
front flip
flips.
is just jump and then jump again
Jump,
while
yeah,
holding
jump,
forward.
jump. Okay.
But there is like certain ways you do need a macro for a half flip, and that's where the spin button comes in. So you do a
Got it.
backward,
Okay.
you do a back flip, but then you half flip it so your car turns around, so that way you can get back on driving that way faster. So really
Car
cool. I mean,
soccer's
there's some cool
technical.
advanced techniques.
When's the release date? I heard you talk about it, but I didn't hear the year again. Didn't you say it was
Of
like
what?
20 of
Oblivion?
well, no, of Rematch. Did you say like
Oh, a rematch.
2027 or like
No, no,
was
it's
that a
coming out this
different game?
year.
Okay, good. It was a different game then cuz you were talking about like the games that come out like way in advance and it's like, "Oh, I can't even get excited for that."
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was I remember when I was talking about that, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of those games. That's
Yeah.
currently what I feel about. That's last secret topic. 2XKO. I don't think I like the
Oh,
game,
sure.
but I
Yeah.
also think that because I keep getting the game, and it's going to be one of those games I definitely like. I'm not a good team fighter player, so if I want to actually learn the game, I need time. I need to
Yeah.
sit there. I need weeks to really like hammer down the
Devote.
muscle memory and whatnot, right? But they keep putting out betas, and then the game has changed apparently immensely between the last beta and this beta. And I'm
Sure.
like, bro, if that shit's not coming out like the next 3 weeks, stop giving me betas. Like,
I don't want to play
I don't want a
anymore.
beta. I don't want a
Yeah.
beta for a game that I'm going to forget everything about a year later, or
Right.
that's not even going to be remotely the same.
I I I I don't know. I think they're trying to do it more for networking than anything else, trying to get the net code
Mm-hmm.
down and stuff like that. But I'm in the same boat. I think they're souring people because like
Yep.
that first beta came out and like I and a lot of other people, and I'm not saying this because like I have the right opinion or anything, but I think we were sold that like this game was going to be a super appealing sort of mass casual thing, and then we all played it and we're like, oh, I'm not really into this, which is okay, right? Like, not every game is for you. But with more betas, they're gonna. I don't know if they're winning people over. I think it's the opposite. Um, they're just. And maybe they're gonna try to use that to like get ideas on how to casualize it a little bit. I don't know. I'm curious. Because I feel like they're kind of hurting themselves. That said, it's League of Legends. I don't know. I was gonna say League of Legends will always have a foothold, but like I feel like that game's popularity is kind of dwindling. Maybe we're a little late on this game. I don't know. I'm curious. I want to know what the casuals think. Are the casuals gonna jump in for Darius, for Jinx, for Ari? Right. We'll see.
Yeah, and I think that's probably it too. I mean, uh just why are we're definitely souring the people that would have played. And I think unfortunately, whilst I am happy that the game is looking like it's going to be competitive,
Mm-hmm.
you are definitely not going to keep like nobody is playing League and they're like, damn, I really want to play. I think I like this character in League. I'm going to try them in 2XKO. And
Right.
then they get in there and they get manhandled by the punks and the in the you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just
They might try
you're going
like
to get
one
in
or
and get
two
out.
games. You might
Yeah.
like get interested, but I think the overlap between FGC and League is not vast enough to sustain it, especially a free game. Like
Hmm.
maybe, I mean maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So I don't know, bro. But like as of right now, I'm just not really a fan of it. I don't. I think I enjoy watching it, and I'm pretty sure I'll like watching tournaments. But I
Of
have no
course.
intentions of like trying to play it or learn it and everything. Everyone's like, "But the money, though," and we don't even know that yet. But we don't even know that yet. Like, I
No,
mean,
we don't.
yeah, I'm like, this is a different venture for League. They are in two heavy money places, right?
Right.
So like Dota or like was already big, and MOBAs just in general are big. A lot of money in MOBAs. CS:GO and tactical shooters like that, big. A lot of money in Valorant.
Right.
Fighting games are not big like that.
No.
Like we're finally starting to get some money from Tekken and Capcom and maybe SNK, but I don't think Riot's like we're gonna come here and chance. They're probably just gonna do whatever the bare minimum is, and
Yeah.
hope for the best. And the bare minimum from here is they can do a 10K pop bonus and everyone's happy. While League is doing, I won League, so now I'm a millionaire. Like,
Right.
you know,
I wonder how many people are like it's the Cannon brothers. They have a lot of stake in FGC. They've done a lot for the scene. Like I think that people are seeing that and they're like, "Oh, those guys are going to ride for us," which I think they will. Like don't get me wrong, I'm not disrespecting those guys. I think they're going to do everything within their power. However, they work for a giant conglomerate, right? And it's not just League now, it's Tencent. So it's like, how much investment are they going to put in? Maybe a lot. I don't know. I mean, SNK clearly is putting a lot of their money into their game, so maybe. But I think getting it off the ground at all is probably a good sign because we know about the platform fighter that Riot didn't make. So like maybe the idea that this is already made now, like whatever, it's kind of sunk cost. We already put all this money into it. We might as well keep going. But I agree with you. It's like how much beyond the bare minimum are we gonna see? Um, I don't necessarily think that it's like this isn't going to be like the moneymaker game for people. I don't think Riot's going to be giving out like ridiculous esports salaries to like Punk or Sonic Fox. You know, it's like I don't see that world. Um,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. We'll definitely see. But for the most part, yeah, I'm excited to see what they do come up with, but I just don't think I'm gonna be actively playing it like I'm gonna be actively playing it. Currently,
Right.
I'm on Street Fighter, I'm on Tekken, and I'm on City of the Wolves, and those are my three focuses that are not Smash. And yeah, like I'm just happy to do that. Like, I don't know if I have enough capacity to pick up another game, and be mediocre at. Like I'm tired of being
Yeah.
mediocre. So yeah.
Well, it's funny now that you said it. It's like I'm trying to think of anybody that I've seen be positive about 2XKO. And again, I'm not trying to say this to dump on the game or to say that it's like not a good game, but it's like I feel like everybody I've seen is like, wow, I like this less than before. Kind of surprising. I don't know. I wonder how much longer they're gonna make it. I wonder if it's worth. Because like I look at the Tekken thing, and that soured a lot of people. Like, period. It was just like, oh, this sucks now. I don't want to play this ever again. And will those people come back? I think a lot of them will try, but a lot of people will just move on to a different game. 2XKO, do they want to like keep putting out betas that might hurt them more and more? Is it worth it? Is it not? I don't know. It's a very
Yeah.
open-ended question. I'm curious because I feel like nobody I've seen has been nice to this game.
Yeah, it's a no more angle. They really gotta let's chill out, please.
But the
let's
game's not
let's
out
let's
for
finish
like
the game and put it out.
years,
Like,
bro. Like,
man,
I don't
y'all got
know.
enough data, okay?
That's enough.
Yeah, that's
You think
enough.
they
You
should
got
go
two
dark for
betas
a
out of it.
year?
Hey man, yeah, hit the No Man's Sky on us, bro.
Go multiverses. Nothing for a
So,
year. Just make some stuff.
not the no multiverse.
Make some
Nothing when your
multiverses.
game comes back, it's way slower.
Wait, what? Slow ass game.
Counter. Like,
I saw an interview because people were complaining about like the 10 character thing. And they were like, there's only 10 characters. And then I think it was an interview with one of the canons, and they were like, we agree that's too few characters. A good number we want to get to is 24 before launch. I was like, 24? That's more than double what you have
24
now.
untested characters. Or
That's
14
what I'm saying.
untested characters.
14 more, bro? It's been years, and you want 14 more? And I'm sure that they have some at various stages of completion. Like, they're hiding stuff back there, I'm sure. Like, Teemo's in there somewhere. But, like, 14 more before we see it? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
going to be
sure.
a broken game, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? It's going to be fun, though.
It will be fun. It will be fun.
It will be fun, though. So
that's all I got for y'all gaming. Anything else to talk about?
No, that's it. I'm probably not gonna stream anytime soon. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna stream today. I usually go on live after this, but I have to finish packing and do the hair update shit and make sure I got everything I want to. Because I'm gonna bring. Now that I'm trying to play on this controller, you know, I gotta bring it instead of my stick, and it's just it's taking a little bit to get used to, but I enjoy it though. It definitely it's new. It's just something I gotta get used to. Is all.
It's a different world. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, y'all gaming. We'll check out TK at Level Up Expo this weekend. I'll be streaming tonight. I don't know what. I was gonna plan on a stream earlier, and then I got really busy. I've been very busy today because I'm going on vacation on Friday. Woohoo! So thanks for watching, y'all gaming. We'll see you guys next week. We'll be playing some games. I'm playing City of the Wolves tomorrow, so y'all got to tune in for that. That'll be fun. I'll see how quickly I can figure it out because sometimes games are hard. I mean, this is the hard one. I usually find a stupid 50-50 cheese strat, see if I can spam that. I'll find something. Thanks for watching.